I am not a king, I am not a saint. I have problems in my head, my friends told me I've changed. And I used to be gold like the first man.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're tackling something pretty intricate.
Yeah, we're looking at potential threads between Operation Paperclip, MK Ultra, and, well, how media evolved, even up to social media today.
Exactly. We had some great questions on this, so we want to sort of unpack the facts, what seems credible, and maybe where it drifts into speculation.
Good plan. So, Operation Paperclip, right? After World War II, the U.S. brought over, about 1,600 German scientists?
Yeah, between 45 and 59 mostly, though some bits went on longer.
And the idea was twofold, really.
Yeah.
Get their know-how, rocketry, medicine, that sort of thing, and crucially, keep the Soviets from getting them.
And Wernher von Braun is maybe the most famous example, came from working on a V2.
And then, boom, he's a central figure in NASA and the U.S. space race. It shows you the level of expertise they were after.
But obviously ethically complicated given the Nazi past of some involved.
Definitely complicated.
Yeah.
Then you shift gears to MK Ultra. That was CIA, starting 53, running all the way to 73.
Driven by Cold War fears, right?
Yep.
About mind control.
Totally. They were trying to figure out interrogation, behavior modification, psychological warfare technique.
And the methods were
Right.
pretty disturbing.
Extremely. We're talking LSD, other psychoactive drugs, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, electroshock. Often, and this is key, without any consent, major ethical violations.
Okay, so connecting back to media, you mentioned von Braun earlier. He wasn't just in a lab, was he?
No, not at all. He was actually quite active, writing in magazines, appearing on TV shows, really pushing the idea of spaceflight to the public.
So that's a paperclip guy directly using mass media.
Right. And even Paperclip itself, the operation, it was reported back in December 46. The government had to justify it publicly then, too.
Interesting. And what about MK Ultra and media? Any potential links there?
Well, this is where it gets more theoretical. MK Ultra researched things like using drugs to induce, say, illogical thinking, or using hypnosis for suggestion.
Okay.
Now, think about TV really taking off in the 50s and 60s right alongside MK Ultra. There's no smoking gun saying they applied MK Ultra techniques to TV broadcasts.
But you can see the conceptual overlap. Understanding how to influence minds just as mass media is exploding.
Exactly. The potential application for propaganda or shaping public opinion. It's interesting to consider, even if unproven.
And fast forward to today, social media. Some parallels seem noticeable.
Yeah, like psychic driving in MK Ultra. That was about repeating messages over and over. Doesn't that sound a bit like how narratives get hammered home on social media feeds?
It does. Or their focus on suggestibility.
Right. And social media algorithms, they're designed to grab and hold your attention, right? Disinformation campaigns absolutely leverage psychological vulnerabilities, trying to manipulate behavior.
So, to be crystal clear, though, our sources show no documented proof that MK Ultra directly led to social media algorithms.
Absolutely not. No direct evidence for that specific link. But the underlying interest in understanding and, frankly, exploiting human psychology, that connection is harder to dismiss. We see psych principles used in social media influence ops constantly.
So we have these programs, Paperclip and MK Ultra, and then the rise of modern media. The direct lines to social media creation aren't documented.
Correct. The timelines also make a direct handover tricky. Paperclip wound down by 62, MK Ultra by 73. TV boom during the MK Ultra years, sure.
But social media really came much later, late 90s, 2000s.
Yeah, decades later. So direct technological transfer from MK Ultra to Facebook's algorithm seems pretty unlikely based on the timing. But the principles of psychological influence, those don't really expire.
And nailing down MK Ultra's exact long-term media impact is tough, especially since so many records were destroyed.
That's a huge part of the problem, the secrecy and destruction of files.
So let's recap for everyone listening. We've got the hard facts about these programs existing. We have some, let's say, credible theories about how psychological insights could be applied to mass influence.
And then we have the more speculative claims about direct lines to social media tech, which lacks solid evidence in the material we reviewed.
Right.
Ultimately, even without a proven direct chain from Paperclip or MK Ultra to your Twitter feed, the core questions remain relevant, don't they?
Yeah, questions about psychological manipulation, government secrecy, media influence.
Exactly. How susceptible are we to influence? How is technology used to shape perception? Those are vital questions to keep asking as you scroll through whatever platform you're on today. Something to keep thinking about.
Hey, this is Mr. Unknown. Check out my new song coming out here soon. Wake me up.
I am not a king, I am not a saint. I have problems in my head, my friends told me I've changed. And I used to be gold like the first man made. Now I'm buried in the earth till the robin come and wake me up. And the government sure is the devil. They shut our lights off and still levels us. Throw darts on puppets in rubble, take a match, flick them, kill millions. And the preachers pray, but they selfish. Don't give a damn if your life's off cause of hell with you. And Instagram is still selling lust. You better start praying the robin come and wake you up. They say everything in the dark either gonna die or gonna surface. And questioning what in the hell's going on, I done it. I stared it in the face and thought I learned from it, but apparently not. It teaches me lessons I don't need to be learned again. My brain is warp drive like Captain Kirk, so it's hard to decide what the fuck I want. Back and forth with a mindset like the ocean current. Soon as I get out the water, tsunami has got the earth. And I am not a king, I am not a saint. This is real life, folks, dagger straight to the brain. And I used to be gold, but the copper kept me in chains. I'm an old red robin watching foolish kin break. And the government sure is the devil. They shut our lights off and still levels us. Throw darts on puppets in rubble, take a match, flick them, kill millions, hell. And the preachers pray, but they selfish. Don't give a damn if your life's off cause of hell with you. And Instagram is still selling lust. You better start praying the robin come and wake you up.